Okay, warm up problem number 1. Okay, answer for this one is 0. Warm up number 2. Okay, answer for this one was 42. Number 3. Okay, answer for this one was 80. Number 4. Okay, answer was -4. Number 5. Answer for this one was 0. Alright, lottery. Okay, lottery number for today is 5. Alright, homework check. Take to Mr. Skinner. Okay, answers for 1 through 3 are -7, 5, and 7. Okay, answers are 5, -9, and 11. Okay, answers are -4, 7, and 3. Answers are 0, -2, and 15. Answers are -6, 18, and -6. Any questions on the homework? Alright, no papers to pass out. Okay, the objective for today is to review one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations. The learning target, by the end of today, you should be able to solve a one-step equation in the following variations. 6 minus x equals -3, -x plus 2 equals 4, and 20 is equal to 12 minus x. Okay, for the first example, with these problems, we want to get the x positive first. That's the first step. So to get a number positive that's negative on one side, we want to move it to the other side. So after that, we will have 3 on this side is equal to -2 plus x. Alright, now we want to get all the numbers on one side. So we have -2 on this side. We want to move it to the same side as the 3. So we have 3. When we move a -2 to the other side, we change the sign. So it's going to be +2 is equal to x. 3 plus 2 is 5. So your answer should be 5. Okay, example 2. We have a -x on this side. We want to make it positive. So we move it over to the other side. So we have 4 plus x on this side. And what we're left on this side with is 5. This is what you guys should have had yesterday. 5 equals 4 plus x. A positive x is what you guys did yesterday. So when you did that yesterday, you moved this to the other side?
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you guys did? Okay, that's what I thought. So you should have 5 minus 4 is equal to x. 5 minus 4 is 1. So x is going to be 1. Okay, go ahead and try the practice problem. Okay, for the practice problem, we have 7 minus x equals 8. First step, take the -x and we need to change it to a positive by moving it over. So we have 7 is equal to 8 plus x. Next we need to take the 8, move it over to the left side. When we move the +8 over, it becomes a -8 is equal to x. So 7 minus 8 is -1. Your answer should be -1. Okay, bonus problem. Alright, so for this one, first step, we need to move the x to the other side to make it positive. So on the left we have 6 is equal to -2 plus x. Next we need to take this number and move it to the left side. When we take the -2 over to the other side, it changes into a +2. So you should get x is equal to 6 plus 2, so x is equal to 8. So your answer should be 8. Okay, practice problem number 2. For the practice problem, we have 9 minus x is equal to -3. So we want to move the -x over first. That'll give us 9 on this side is equal to -3 plus x. Next, we want to move over the -3 to the left side. When we move it over, it changes into a +3. So x should be equal to 12. Okay, for this one, we have -1 minus x equals 8. First step, we need to move the -x over. So we have -1 on this side, 8 plus x. Next, we need to move the 8 over to the left side. So we have -1. When we move the 8 over, it becomes negative. So that should be -8 is equal to x. -1 minus 8 will give you -9. So your answer should be negative 9. Okay, example problem number 3. We have negative x in the front this time, plus 2 equals 3. Do the same exact steps. We take the negative x, move it over to the right side. We're left with a positive 2 on the left is equal to 3 plus x. Next, we want to move the 3 to the left side. So we have 2. When we move the 3 over, it becomes a minus 3 is equal to x. 2 minus 3 will give you negative 1. So x is equal to negative 1. Okay, negative x minus 1 is equal to 4. We want to move this negative x over, make it positive. We have negative 1 on this side, 4 plus x on that side. Next, we want to move the number over to the left side. So we get negative 1 minus 4 is equal to x. Negative 1 minus 4 will give you negative 5. So your answer should be negative 5. Alright, practice problem number 3. Alright, we have negative x plus 4 is equal to 6. First thing, move the negative x to the right side to make it positive. So we have 4 is equal to 6 plus x. Next, we want to move the numbers to the other side. We have 4. When we move the 6 over, it becomes a negative 6 is equal to x. 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So your x is going to be equal to negative 2. Okay. First thing we want to do, move the negative x to the other side, make it positive. On the left side, we have a positive 4. On the right side, we have negative 3 plus x. Next, we want to move our number over to the left side. So we have 4. When we move our negative 3 to the left side, it becomes positive. 4 plus 3 is 7. Oops. So our answer should be 7. 4. Okay. We have negative x minus 1 is equal to 3. First step, move the negative x to the right side. On the left side, you have negative 1 left over. So we have 3 plus x on the right side. Next, move your number over to the left side. Negative 1, when we move the 3 to the left side, it becomes negative. So minus 3 is equal to x. Negative 1 minus 3 will be negative 4. So your answer should be negative 4. Okay, for this one, first step, we want to move the negative x to the right side. We'll have negative 5 left on this side is equal to 6 plus x. Next, we want all the numbers on the same side. So we want to move the 6 over to the left side. So that's negative 5. When we move the 6 over, it becomes negative. So minus 6 is equal to x. Negative 5 minus 6 will be negative 11. So your answer should be negative 11. Number 1. Okay, for this one, we have 3 minus x is equal to 5. Take your minus x to the other side. That's the first step. That leaves you with a 3 on the left side. 5 plus x on the right side. Next, move your number over to the left side. That'll be 3 minus 5. We have to switch the signs when we move it over. 3 minus 5 will be negative 2. So your answer is negative 2. Number 2. Okay. Move the negative x over to the other side. We've got 7 is equal to 9 plus x. Next, we want to move our number over. It becomes negative when we move it over, so that's 7 minus 9 is equal to x. 7 minus 9 is negative 2. Okay, for this one, we take the negative x. We want to move it over to make it positive. We have a positive 10 left on the left side. On the right side, we have 5 plus x. Next, we move our 5 over to the left side. That'll be 10. When we move our 5 over, it becomes negative, so minus 5 is equal to x. 10 minus 5 is going to give you 5. So the answer should have been 5. Number 4. Okay, for this one, step 1, move the negative x to the right side. We've got negative 2 is equal to negative 2 plus x. When we move this negative 2 to the left side, it's going to become positive. So negative 2 plus positive 2 is equal to x. That's going to give you 0. The answer should have been 0. Alright, number 5. Alright, for this one, step 1, move the negative x to the other side to make it positive. On the left side, you're left with 1 is equal to 5 plus x. We want to move our 5 to the other side. When we move it, it will become negative. So 1 minus 5 is equal to x. 1 minus 5 is negative 4.
That's the last one.
That's the last. Oh, sorry. There we go. Okay. Okay, for this one, you want to distribute the 5 to the x and to the negative 2. So 5 times x will give you 5x. 5 times negative 2 will be negative 10. We distribute the 6 to the x and the 3. So on this side, 6 times x is 6x. 6 times 3 will be positive 18. So the answer should be D. Go ahead to the homework.